it is day 327. I have had to move out of the city as the government has tracked down on me, and they're gaining ever closely to my location. I fear that my wife and my kids will not make it out of this safely. I fear that my cheese will go to waste, and the world will gain the powers of my cheese. My cheese is only for me, and only for my wife, as only my wife can eat my cheese.
Y'all make it to the fruit stacks back in my days. Them were the blue ones, but the green ones, and we were the mumble down damn crumbles like fucking jumble. Yeah, sometimes we dip them the mumbles and the crumbles, dip them the cheeses and the bees, and then we do the cheese, then we get the few snacks and the cheese, but then we do back at the bay, we get the fucking mouse game by one day, but then the boss shook off some Boston, but I don't know where the business and but knowing, but the moss and but the moss bit of bush stacks then I don't even know the bush stacks then the button I thought it's not at the but the bar. Them when the miles load of damn bomb fruit snacks, I bone when they come down with that fruit snacks 24, dude. Then them over fruit snacks in the bush. You take your spark plug, you gonna dig down with the but. I never knew that, but ding on spark plug in the ding. I put the ding in the bud and they took the fruit snacks, and then I was fucking dang gone. One day I get the mayonnaise, going to put the cheese, and the cheese going to mayonnaise, and we make a sandwich with that mayonnaise. I put my potatoes. And then the fucking Cheeseman shot by, he fucking eat my boy like blue. Not that big on pieces on ball on my brain on blank face. I ain't freaking no ball, but a ball. Like ying dong, but cheese. Then the fruit snacks. I was just fucking munching them fruit snacks one day. Going down, damn dawn. They fucking murder alligator like the fucking booties they did. I ain't even fucking know the bone and in the bone. I ain't even know the fucking beast gone, but I gone with that. I'm going down. Then I was a fucking like a CUDA. I was like the fucking 84G, the fucking WJ dash the Y3DMF, but do JT. I do bash and run 86B. I should do buy. I do do the HQ H2P. I will do R98. How about the XB? And the big down there, the yellow cheese, the blue cheese, the green cheese with the bars. Now I ain't know the blue. The blue cheese yellow, but the blue cheese the yellow and the yellow the blue like a chewing gum. I don't even know, but then if the we do the mango jungle, the fango rango jungle, blah 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 blah.
Alright, so we're going to be talking about a palm tree native to the United States. It's called the sable miner. Alright. And basically, well, what's that little thing floating around? Basically, it's a little dwarf palm. Grows not too big, doesn't really get a trunk, you know, and it has a pretty long, pretty wide range. It grows from about central Texas all the way east into up north to North Carolina at the Virginia border, and then grows all throughout the points in between. They're pretty much all over the southeast. So basically, it's a little palm, doesn't grow too big. Sometimes gets a trunk, especially in Louisiana and along the coast of North Carolina. Where's my ramen cooker? Here. Alright. And it's very cold tolerant. So take it. You can plant it in a lot of places where it gets really cold often. Especially in the winter. It likes a lot of summer heat. So make sure you plant it, if you do plant it somewhere, it's in a lot of sun. Unless you're like in the deep south, then it doesn't really matter. And there's a bunch of different variations of it. There's one called the McCurtain, Sable Miner McCurtain. That's from McCurtain County, Oklahoma. That one's probably the most popular one. And then there's one from, where's it from? It's from, the south side of Lake Weiss. I believe that's how it's pronounced, in Alabama. And that one is actually a lot more cold tolerant than the one from McCurtain County, Oklahoma, but a lot of people don't know about it. So it's kind of like, not really, and it's newer too, it's just been discovered. So it's not really known as well. Hold on real quick. Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. Hold on. Alright. So, another popular one is the one from northeast North Carolina. It's also very cold tolerant. And those ones can actually get some pretty big trunks too. They really look blue. They're like really blue. They're darker, or they have more blue in them than the ones in McCurtain County. And there's also some in Dallas, Texas that are pretty popular too. And those have a little bit of blue on them too. Not a lot, but not as much as the eastern North Carolina ones. But, you know, they still have a blue hue to them. What else can I say about these that is pretty good? There's the ones in Louisiana, they can get a trunk, and the ones in eastern North Carolina. The ones in eastern North Carolina don't get a trunk as often. The ones in Louisiana actually get trunks. Okay. So, the ones in Louisiana, specifically southern Louisiana, they'll get some really tall trunks. It's actually one that has a trunk that's like 10 feet tall. I think that might be like the absolute biggest. And, it's very old. It takes them a very long time to grow. They're very slow growers. And if you give them the right requirements, they will grow slowly, but they'll grow healthy and they'll get pretty big. After about 5 years of them being sprouted from seed, if they're in ideal conditions, they'll actually start flowering and produce seed. But if they're in bad conditions, if they're in like a lot of shade, which they do grow in a lot of shade, but if they're in like a lot of shade, it might take them like maybe 8 years to get flowers and get seeds, and if they were to be like in full sun with a good amount of water. So they grow in really swampy areas. They'll grow in swamps. They'll grow like literally in the water, not super deep, but they'll grow in like the edges of the water, just in the water. They'll grow in the bottom of forests. They like a lot of more moist places. Once you start getting into Texas, you won't really see them like just in the woods anywhere. They'll have to be by like a swamp or a creek or a river or something like that. They follow a lot of rivers. So like the ones in McCurtain County, Oklahoma, they follow the Red River out from the Mississippi. I mean, no, not from the Mississippi. Up from Louisiana, they actually follow that river up into Oklahoma, which is why they have them. I'm pretty sure that's how they get their water, because Oklahoma can be pretty dry. Although they're in southeastern Oklahoma, which is probably the wettest area of Oklahoma. But yeah. So you see them in swamps, you'll see them in forests that are moist, and you'll see them in bogs. Not as well, actually, yeah, you will see them in bogs a lot, and you'll see them in it's another place. Sometimes they'll even grow. They'll like take up the entire ground. There won't be a lot of trees. It'll be just dwarf palmettos, which a lot of people get confused with the saw palmetto, which actually is a different type of palm that grows specific or mainly in Florida and also southern Georgia. The extreme southeastern part of South Carolina, and they grow in that Alabama and southern Alabama and southern Mississippi, and they'll also grow a little bit, just barely, in eastern not North Carolina, Louisiana. So yeah, that dwarf palmetto and saw palmetto are two completely different things. A lot of people getting confused. Dwarf palmettos are actually a sable species, while saw palmettos are called Serenora. They're actually called Serenora repens. Sable minor are what they are, sable minor, and they're in the sable species. They're in the same genus, the sable genus, as the sable palmetto, which is actually the really tall palm trees that you'll see on the East Coast, like in Myrtle Beach and literally all of Florida. And all over the southeast, Virginia Beach, you'll see those planted everywhere and growing wild. But yeah, those are sable palmetto, which are in the same genus as sable minor, which is dwarf palmetto. And hold on, let me take a crap.
My child, I'll feed you soon.